Sunday Thoughts conclusion. Technology has made the clock. Economics has insisted time stays the same. And similarly, psychology, psychiatry, the brain stay the way they are. That way, or hypothetically speaking, workers, professionals know what's happening in the world and spend their money better and make better choices. A world with a mind and a health system to treat the body and heal the brain and mind and skin and bones and cancer. Nobody seems prepared to make the difficult and hard-fought decision to stop giving information, to stop telling and stop deciding what people should do with their bodies, and talking about their body's brain as if they're a prisoner. People who don't understand their body and their brain believe that their brain needs to be eliminated. They love their body. It gets them those substances. It lifts that crack pipe up to the mouth. It takes that heroin needle and just into the vein. All the brain does is have emotion, think, and has too many thoughts. In other words, the brain will never shut up. And the body will always be stronger and more decisive. Muscle versus fat. Toughness versus intelligence. And then the technological, economic, psychology, and psychiatry and health have a patient. Have someone ready to get treated. And will almost certainly never regain a compassionate brain and a thoughtful body. Not only in the world, but as two parts to what keep a human alive. Not only emotionally happy and calm and at bliss, but solving problems, making decisions, and learning when needed. There's this big dilemma. Go in the direction everyone wants to go and risk a simulation and risk failure. And the unproven difficult second other option for the world. To make more sense, to be more complete and to be whole again. An almost anarchic way to think about thought. Allowing time allowing hormones, allowing chemicals, allowing mistakes. Without disregarding the progress being completed and made and done. The brain and body aren't some bridge to build with a map, with materials ready, with people ready to build it. The brain and body are a working, breathing, thinking, and feeling part of everybody. And trying to engineer and trying to do physical and descriptive problem solving doesn't make a person know when they need to eat, doesn't make a person understand their hormones. And doesn't teach stimulus thoughts and thinking and freaking gosh, an overactive brain. They add more work, reduce the energy, and consume minutes, hours, days, years, and months. Humans have learned so much, achieved so many goals, and gotten so complicated and so advanced. Simplicity has been limited to make the limits bigger. A person like me has been determined to be incoherent and not worth the effort. Poor, delusional with stuff on the walls, and nearly brain dead, not just going with what's in front of me. In other words, there's almost no option for not being controlled. You have to make the right gesture. You have to say the right words. You can't be too behaviorally unrecognizable. You've got to have a lot of friends. You've got to know who to contact when you need a place to live. You've got to make enough money to survive. You've got to be fit. You've got to be intelligent. You've got to be super smart. You've got to be a genius. More brain. Making all of this work, all of this description, all of this data and information. A world with a bird flying over doesn't use words to describe what's now. A brain and body with simplicity don't have a social worker requirement. And don't have to explain words in less than 15 minutes. Doesn't have to write a story on Twitter in less than so many sentences. There used to be this movie called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And now, dear gosh, the brain has gone away. The body now makes the laws and the rules.